So, hello and welcome back to another episode of Mount and Blade Warband, another playthrough of Mount and Blade Warband. We have decided to let Dominic's career end a little bit abruptly for reasons of entertainment and also time. Let's phrase it like that. But we of course have something else on our hand that I really want to play, and also is one of the main reasons why I actually stopped a little bit earlier than usual. I did not finish what I actually planned with Dominic. And we're playing Warsword Conquest, a Warhammer Fantasy overhaul mod. Now, start should be alright. It started a new game right away. I mean, we're also getting a lot of hints here. That's very nice. And this is like really old school Warhammer, right? Look at that. A really strangely drawn night goblins and dwarfs sitting around there. The moons. I think that's Garsnick's one. Slayer here and okay, there we go. We got a lot of information already. That certain factions are at war with other factions. Makes sense. Now the map is a little bit weird, of course, but I guess they had to implement it somehow into Warhammer Fantasy in any way or shape. Really? But now, let's start by selecting a race. And there is only a real first choice that we have. And it's very much indicated by my profile picture. We're gonna play Skaven, the best race that was ever created. Look at all the things that now hate us because we are Skaven. Alright, but we are Skaven, definitely Skaven. So, we are gonna let's look at there's also specific character creation for actually Warhammer Fantasy, which I love. But let's see. We were born in darkest, dankest sewers of the old world, and our father was, well, I would say, a Chassail runner. I thought about doing maybe gutter runner or something like that, but in the end I think a Chassail runner is what we don't want to do. He operated a Chassail gun in a two-man crew, which was usually positioned on the flanks of the main army, with the intention of inflicting severe damage on enemy's cavalry unit which tried to swing around that way. Your father and his crewmate were confident as part of a small unit, also on their own, maneuvering around the battlefield, trying to get the best shot with the devastating weapon. Your home was dark and dank. You had to harden yourself to the red, eat red world in the sewers in order to survive. You spent your life as, well, what do we do? What now? I haven't. We could start as a warpstone miner. I'm not sure what kind of effects we have that way, because nothing else really fits what I want to do. So I think a warpstone miner it is. You were a warpstone miner working one of the least profited mines near the mountains on the Bretonian border. You mined refined warpstone, which is far less dangerous than the unrefined kind, and you managed to go your entire time in the mine without gaining any mutations or unusual effects. Much to your disappointment. You often spent day without finding anything, and when you did, the master would snatch your find away as soon as he can. That is amazing. I love Skaven. Then as you grew larger, life changed as it always does. You became now a weapon specialist or a gunsmith. I feel like a gunsmith, right? Yeah, that's a gunsmith. The Skaven excel in making firearms. Technology is even more advanced than the dwarves, and they even managed to use the power of a warpstone to make the weapon even more powerful. The crown jewel of the mass-produced guns is the Chassail, which has been known to pierce Imperial tanks with a good shot. You spent your time testing them for Glanskire. That is wrongly written. Glanskire has an R here. Glanskire it's called, but that is only on the side. And soon everything changed and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was, well, what made our gunsmith, Chassail boy, start life as adventurer? Well, that... lust for money and power? I mean, that would basically be the automatic Skaven choice. Despite the money not really that important. Warpstone and power, that might be worthwhile. You know what? Sure. Money and power. So, but again, you want to be rich, powerful, respected and feared. You want to be the one who others hurry to obey. You want people to know your name and tremble whenever it is spoken. You want everything you want. You won't let anyone stop you from having it. Become an adventurer and ride to your destiny. Alright, you're of course gonna allow me to quit without saving because of recording reasons. So, now, we need intelligence, I guess. We need, I guess, a little bit of charisma also doesn't hurt, but let's put up the intelligence up to 12 right away. So let's get the charisma up a tad bit, otherwise we have decent stats. I'm not sure what the Chesales need. I assume that I have seen some Chesales. Look at that! We have firearms 140. That is ridiculous right away. But there is something else in this mod despite just the funny stuff, and that is magic. Magic control, magic power, all the good stuff. I think we're definitely gonna go for that. Yeah. We definitely need magic mana control on 1 there. Well, magic control we need. Allow you to gain access to more spells and reach competency level when casting them. Increasing this will also increase the chance of successful casting and the radius of your spell effects. At least 1 point. Please note that dwarves do not access to magic. Yeah, I'm not a dwarf. I'm not a stinking dowie. Not a stinking beard thing. No! We not! Alright, I think pathfinding is probably a very good idea to take right away. I feel like I should, yeah, know what, let's put it up to 4, why not? We'll see how well it goes. Oh, of course we need athletics, we're after all Skaven. We need to run whenever we can. A little bit of Iron Flesh doesn't hurt. I guess leadership? Willpower. So appearing in certain battle phases after being wounded in battle allows casters to focus their willpower and gain casting bonus on next spell. Sounds decent. I would like the some willpower doesn't sound too bad. Alright, we're gonna take that, and I guess we're gonna take pole arms as well. Firearms and pole arms is what we're gonna go for. We'll see how well that goes. But let's start with a name. Now, Skaven are very unique in their name choosing. I already have an idea for the last name, but the first name, I mean, like something like Krik, simple Krik Zipzap. Because that sounds fairly Skaven, doesn't it? Krik Zipzap. Yes, yes. Master Gunsmith. Yes, I like that. Krik Zipzap. We might want to... No, we actually want to do this like that. Of course. Maybe only with 1 P? Does that look better? I think it actually does look a tad bit better. Zipzap. Yes, definitely Zipzap. Alright. Now, how do we look? Of course. Very Skaven-y. And I think... There are slight changes in looks, I have to say. Just slight changes. I mean, he looks fantastic, doesn't he? I love that. We are Red Boy. Yes, beautiful looking. Beautiful, pretty. Mighty Skaven. Alright. We're definitely gonna go to Catherine. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to... where is it? Oh, there we go. Skaven Blight. Of course we're gonna go to Skaven Blight. Also, we don't have a beginning thingy, as always. Now, the map is a little bit weird. Because I guess he had to, like the mod maker had to kind of fit the Warhammer world somewhat into a Mountain Blade setting. I mean, we have the Chaos Dwarves here, which I don't think makes any sense because they are here. They are right here located. We have Kislev, we have Chaos, that makes sense. Norska Chaos somewhat. Of course, Bretonia and the Empire. Then Sylvania. And the dwarves, of course, in the mountains. Here and there nowhere. Karasakarak. Of course, most important. Then we have night goblins and greenskins over here in the Badlands. Yep. We have the Khemri, of course, drilling around here. Makes also a lot of sense, the Tomb Kings. We have... Now this map looks fairly squeezed in, especially in this position, because look at how close this is. It's just a jump over to Ulfwan. But Araby, I'm not sure if that much makes sense. Then Lizardmen, there we go in Lustria. Of course the High Elves on the island. The Beastmen in this area, which I think is a little bit weird. I mean that they even have cities seems a little bit weird. But anywho, what else do we have? Of course, the Dark Elves, the Druchi in Canada, and I mean Nagarond. And then this. Nippon. Now, I'm not super wonded in Warhammer fantasy lore. Like I do like it, but it's not like I'm too deep into it. Does this make any sense? I know that Nippon is all the way over there. Like past the Darklands, past Cathay, Nippon on their island. Do these colonies make sense? I don't think they do. I'm not sure. But anyway, now let's actually start with what we want to do in this playthrough, which would be interesting to know. Well, there's one troop we really want to get, and there's a lot of cool stuff in this. Like, I would love to do so many playthroughs of this, because there are so many things that we might do. But we are not the Empire of... We are not the Empire. The Empire of Sigma. The Empire. Not... Okay, whatever. We are Skaven. And we have these boys. The Warblock Engineers. Like, here he wrote it correctly. Scryer Chassails. They get Warblock pistols, don't need anything special. And of course Chassails. Those we want. We want to be a Chassail boy. Doesn't make sense. Like, we have a poison globe here, and then it turns into Warblock Engineer. And no longer has poison globe. That seems shit. Has a Warblock pistol, that's it. Anyway. We have of course Ashen we have here. We have Blake boys here. We have the Stormvermin. Now this I'm not quite sure. Do giant rats exist? I mean, like, I mainly know the tabletop and the Total War version. And do giant rat units exist in Warhammer Fantasy in the Skaven stuff? Oh, I wouldn't know. But alright. I think there are no special outlaws or anything for the Skaven. Oh no, there are. Of course, the Corsairs. They also have cheese with them. Interesting. Right away. Master Gunner with a Warblock musket. But otherwise, I think there's nothing new. Look at all these units. They're already like... Whew, they're fucking Dreadwitch. Whatever, like I said, we're gonna go for Chassails and Warblocks and probably Stormvermin as a front line. To have some kind of defenses. I like that this one is positioned here, not here. Just to make this a little bit more interesting. Ashen Assassins would have been interesting, but we're not doing that. Alright. But now the question is, I think we're gonna end after the character creation here. And gonna start with the recording next episode. So I guess I'll see you guys next episode. Bye!